Harv, how you doing? It's Bob Martin from North Shore Technologies here in Pittsburgh. How are you today?
I'm really well, thank you.
Good.
The purpose of this presentation is to explain how the HR Assist program from North Shore Technologies can help your business save time and money in the interview process. The HR department performs a critical function. Businesses are only as productive and creative as the people that they recruit and employ. The fast-moving global economy has increased the demands on the services of the human resource business process dramatically. Modern workers typically experience multiple careers and employers. Job postings often result in hundreds, if not thousands, of responses. The problems that these realities create for the HR department are obvious. The routine functions of organizing, scheduling, and implementing interviews have compromised the core competencies of HR departments. Costs have increased along with the size of the problem. Transportation, lodging, food, and senior management time have become very significant cost factors. HR Assist offers your organization a low-cost alternative to traditional interview procedure. We offer not only video interviewing and conferencing, but we also offer the related services of organizing and coordinating the entire process. The objective is to reduce costs by offering your organization an alternative to the time-consuming and often unproductive interview process for lower-level interviews. HR Assist enables your HR personnel to focus on the search process and higher-level personnel concerns rather than the logistics of organizing, coordinating, and conducting introductory-level interviews. Information technology is a particular concern for most HR departments because of the highly technical and rapidly changing skill requirements. HR Assist, as a division of North Shore Technologies, brings over 20 years of IT experience to the table. With the advances in software and technology, it is reasonable to assume that the video interviewing process can be easily developed in-house. And in reality, your IT department can easily do what we do. That is, if you can accept the costs of using IT staff every time you want to organize an interview. And North Shore would be happy to train your HR staff in the use of web collaboration software. However, there is always the problem of organizing materials, staff, and the candidate. Interview materials need to be organized in a format that can be presented in the video conference quickly and easily. No one wants to wait while a participant fumbles around with their computer. The video meeting room needs to be structured well in advance of the interview. Participants need to be contacted and scheduled. Audio and video settings need to be determined for the technology available well in advance of the meeting. In addition, the actual interview requires a special presence called the host to perform a wide variety of functions. These include coordinating the recording process, assigning privileges, synchronizing presentations, file sharing, enabling screen sharing and control of computer desktops, and a variety of other activities. Also, the host may need to use additional software and skills to record and edit the video. And finally, the host needs to organize the candidate on his end with an appropriate off-site location and technology. Of course, there is a simpler way to do it. A simple Skype video is as easy as picking up your smartphone. But many organizations take a long, hard look before they do the video interviewing process in-house. Video conferencing and interviewing on the professional, business level requires extensive preparation and supervision. Every candidate, whether he is successful or not, leaves the interview with an impression of your organization. Your interview process needs to help sell your organization to a strong candidate, just as the candidate is trying to sell his skills to you. A video interviewing process that demonstrates the professionalism of your organization represents your company well. But a professional video interview process actually requires much more time to organize than a traditional interview. Do your HR people really want to take on this additional burden? Because HR Assist is a lean organization specializing in these activities, we can offer these services at a dramatic savings in time and money to your HR staff. Let North Shore do the video interviewing for some of the introductory, lower-level interviews. If the candidate looks good, then HR can bring him in and do what they do best: organize a personal interview for a strong candidate who has already demonstrated potential. HR Assist can organize the entire interview or any part of the process. We will coordinate the scheduling of all participants. We can help in the preparation of interview conference materials such as documents, charts, illustrations, and presentations. We can interview the candidate using your organization's questions, or we can organize and coordinate your staff in a team interview process. We can record and edit the interview and store the video file in Google Docs web storage or the storage medium of your choice. Most importantly, we observe strict confidentiality to protect both your company and the candidate. Prior to the interview, we will work with participants on an individual basis to ensure that they have a functional webcam and high-speed internet capability. Special software is not required other than Adobe Flash, which is already installed on more than 98% of PCs. We will verify the readiness of all participants, including the candidate, well in advance of the interview date. We will help each participant run an Adobe diagnostic that quickly checks that their computer has the necessary add-ins to participate in an Adobe multimedia conference. The diagnostic will immediately install any add-in that may be needed. The audio connection for the interview will be Voice over Internet Protocol, with no fee or charge to the candidate or your organization. We will primarily use Adobe Connect, also used by the Department of Defense, for team interviews, or Skype for interviews that do not require a higher level of file sharing or collaboration. We can record the interviews with Adobe Connect, Corel, or Super Tintin, and store the video file in Google Docs web storage or the storage medium of your organization's choice. We can edit the video if needed with Corel Video Studio Pro. The technologies used in the process are well-known, proven, and reliable web collaboration tools. HR Assist does not intend to offer new cutting-edge technology, but rather professional organization and scheduling skills, and the competencies to use available, proven technology. The following is a recording of a short one-on-one Skype interview that is attached to a resume with a hyperlink. Skype is certainly still an option for informal video interview situations that do not require a high level of collaboration or file sharing, such as a brief introductory video. North Shore has started to use this technique when presenting IT candidates to clients because Skype is a popular, low-cost video chat service and a familiar environment for most IT staff. However, Skype, unlike Adobe, needs to be installed on all computers involved, including the candidates, and additional software such as Super Tintin is needed for recording. Hi, Prasad. I'm Rich Getzug from North Shore Technologies in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We'd like to record a short video of you and present it to our clients. Are you ready?
Yes, Rich.
Good. Prasad, our first question. After reading the position description, why do you think you are a good fit for this position?
Hi, Rich. My background has been in management and in the IT industry. I've spent more than 20 years in the IT industry with 12 plus years in project and program management. And I see myself a good fit for this position because of my vast experience in multiple industries, manufacturing, retail industries, consumer packaged goods, as well as in the defense sector.
Very good. And what has been your specific experience in project management?
I have led teams, small and medium-sized teams across projects ranging anywhere from 6 months to multi-year projects with budgets ranging from anywhere from 100K all the way to $4 million projects. My experience has been like working closely with customers on their requirements, working with the teams to make them understand the customer requirements and delivering what we promise to the customers on time, on budget.
Thank you, Prasad. That sounds like some excellent experience. The following video is an example of a team interview using a variety of collaboration tools. This is a recording of an Adobe Connect interview conference. The recording is from the perspective of the host to demonstrate the activity of the host as well as the participants. There are a variety of video conferencing and video chat options available. If your organization has a preference, we can certainly accommodate your request. However, after researching various options for business applications, HR Assist has chosen to use proven and reliable collaboration services such as Adobe Connect or Cisco's WebEx for a professional business presence. Adobe and Cisco are currently a strong presence in web collaboration servicing.
Barb, how you doing? It's Bob Martin from North Shore Technologies here in Pittsburgh. How are you today?
I'm really well, thank you.
Good. I hope the weather's real nice in North Carolina.
It's gorgeous.
That's wonderful. Listen, I know we spoke a few times the other day on the phone, but it's always nice to be able to meet face to face. As you know, we've reviewed your qualification position in North Carolina, and as far as your credentials, they all look very good, but we do have a few more questions I would like to ask of you. Before we do that, I wanted to let you know that we plan on recording this session. Now, it's not mandatory, so if you have any concerns with it, just let us know and we can proceed without it.
I'm fine.
Okay, sounds good. I want to introduce you to some of the members of the team. Right here in our Pittsburgh office is Marianne Martin. Marianne is the Director of Sales for North Shore Technologies, and she wanted to say hello to you.
Hi, Barb. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Marianne. Nice to meet you as well.
And in addition to that, we have Angela Boyer. Angela actually runs our office in North Carolina, but is on assignment in Fort Lauderdale today, and she also would like to say hello.
Hi, Barb. It's a pleasure to meet you.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
Okay, Barb, you know, when we talked the other day, you mentioned that you made a change to your resume. Would you be able to upload that to your desktop so that we can take a quick look at it?
Sure, Bob. Here it is. All I wanted to point out is that there is now a short video link here. If you click on the link, you are sent to a short video stored in Google Docs. This will take a few moments for me to upload and demonstrate. Please bear with me.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Barb Kagi, and I'm applying for the North Shore Technologies North Carolina Account Representative position. The attached resume describes my skills and qualifications for the position. I hope that this short video clip helps to express my strong interest in the position. I look forward to meeting with you to discuss my interests and qualifications in more detail. Till then, thank you very much.
Okay, Barb, I just took a quick look at it, but it really looks good. I think the rest of the team can download it to their computers and they can take a look at the full video after we're finished up here today. Barb, as you know, this position is for an account representative in our North Carolina office. And again, as I said earlier, looking at your qualifications, it looks like you would be a good fit. But in addition to what you have listed on your resume, what else is it that we should know about you, and why do you think you're a good fit for this position?
Well, Bob, I believe I have the flexibility and interpersonal skills that are needed for this position. Travel's not a problem, and I also have previous sales experience as a manufacturer's rep.
Barb, I think you know this already. We have two offices. Our corporate office is in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Then we have our branch office in North Carolina. What do you think about all that travel back and forth?
Well, I live in Tarboro near Raleigh, and I grew up and went to school in Pittsburgh. I'm very familiar with both areas, Marianne.
All right, Barb, I think you are familiar. What I was trying to get at is the travel is going to be at least 2 to 3 days a week. So how about if we put a map to show you the territory you'd be servicing and let me know if you have any concerns?
Well, it looks fine to me. I have no problems with travel. Actually, I kind of enjoy it.
Okay, Barb. Thanks, Barb. Angela, do you have some questions for Barb?
Yes, Barb. Here's a short PowerPoint sample of our North Carolina branch's website. Do you have any questions about the site? And is there any change that you might suggest?
Well, Angela, I looked at the website earlier. I'd probably add a section on video conferencing capability, but everything else appears to be fine.
That's interesting. We're working on that section now. What would you say in that addition?
Oh, I would explain that web video conferencing is a communication tool that can save time and money for everyone involved. Actually, while we're discussing websites, you may be interested in a marketing website that I've developed for another enterprise.
Sounds good, Barb. What is the address, and so we all can share the website and the web link?
The URL, Marianne, is www.rgetsmedia.com.
Thank you for your interest in Argets Media.
Thanks, Barb. Bob, do you have something more that you wanted to ask Barb?
Yes, I do. Barb, we have listed on the whiteboard a number of skill and character requirements for this position. They're all important, but which one of these best describes you? You can see the ones that we have listed up there: product knowledge, experience, communication skills, interpersonal skills, or enthusiasm.
Well, my pencil's not working, but Bob, I think it would be enthusiasm.
Okay, why would you choose that one?
Well, I think attitude is everything, and with the right attitude, you can gain the knowledge and experience that you need. And a positive attitude leads to strong personal and communication skills. People listen to a positive attitude and enjoy working in a positive environment.
Okay, that sounds good. I think we're about finished here, but before we leave the meeting, do you have any other questions for me or for anybody else in the team?
Bob, when do you plan on making the final decision on the position?
Hopefully, we'll conclude the video interviews by the end of the week. And then we're looking to narrow this down to 2 finalists, of which most likely we'll be bringing them into the Pittsburgh office. And then I would say probably a week from that point, we'll be making our final decision. Anything else we can answer for you?
No, and I want to thank all of you for your time and opportunity to express my interest in the position.
Okay, Barb, you're welcome. It's been a pleasure. We're going to let you exit the meeting. Okay, I would appreciate it if all the team members remain. And did you have any comments on Barb?
Well, Bob, I thought she was very informed, very knowledgeable. I do think that maybe we should take a look at some other candidates for the position as well, though.
Okay, I agree. Marianne, what about you?
I liked her very well. I liked a lot of her answers. She has no problem with travel, but I agree with Angela. I think before we bring her into Pittsburgh, we should have a couple of our other team members doing face-to-face with her also.
Okay. Okay, we can do that. All right, listen, before we leave, we need to formally evaluate the candidate. So you can write in your initials, and then next to that, a short phrase describing your impression. I would appreciate that. Marianne, you want to go first?
Sure. Okay, Angela? Let's go over and do to rate the candidate now.
Okay. Ange, you want to go?
Sure. Okay.
Marianne?
All right, all the votes seem to be in. And looks like 66% voted above average, 33 average. So on the numerical rating, we have a 2.64 out of 4.
Okay. Sounds good. I think we're finished here. Anybody else have anything else we need to discuss?
No, I don't think so.
And
It went well.
okay, you enjoy
Well,
that.
Ron, I think everything went great.
Okay, well, you enjoy the beautiful weather in sunny Fort Lauderdale. We freeze up here, and I'll talk to you guys probably sometime tomorrow.
Okay, sounds good.
Care.
Okay, well, you're welcome to come and visit.
I will. I'll be there.
Bye.
Bye.
What follows is a brief summary of the HR Assist process and the specific responsibilities of those involved. HR Assist's primary responsibility is to provide a reasonable video or audio conferencing environment as specified in the purchase agreement, and to assure both candidate and client strict confidentiality. On the other hand, your organization's primary responsibility is to provide needed contact information and materials. Your organization will need to provide contact information for your participants and the candidate. In addition, you need to specify contact information for your main contact person or project leader. Our goal is to minimize the demands on this individual's time, but it is important that we have a means of updating your organization on the progress of the project. Your organization is also responsible for providing the interview questions and interview materials such as presentations, word processing documents, and spreadsheets that may be required for the interview. It would be helpful if you provided these documents or media in digital form. If needed, HR Assist can help in the preparation of these resources on a time and materials basis. Your company will specify the planned date for the completion of the interview. If for any reason the timely performance of the interview appears to be a problem, we will notify you within 3 days of the service purchase agreement date. At that time, you may choose to modify or cancel the agreement with no fee or charge of any kind. If an unforeseen circumstance, such as the candidate accepts another position or illness, leads to the cancellation of the interview, then again, there is no fee or charge to your organization. Your interview team can participate from the convenience of their office desktop computer or laptop, or they may choose to perform the interview conference in a central location at your offices. The only requirements are high-speed internet service and the web camera. The candidate needs to have access to an off-site location that satisfies these requirements also. If there are any issues, HR Assist can help the candidate find an appropriate off-site location. In determining the candidate's location, HR Assist will always follow privacy and confidentiality guidelines to the satisfaction of your company and the candidate. The function of HR Assist in the process is to perform all relevant organization tasks associated with the scheduling and implementation of the video interview. We will also perform ongoing evaluation in order to improve our service to you and your candidates. This evaluation procedure may be brief, informal, verbal assessments, or more highly structured assessments such as surveys or meetings with project leaders. Obviously, video interviewing can save the cost of transporting candidates to your site and the cost of food and lodging as well. But video interviewing also reduces the time and money costs involved in scheduling and organizing lower-level individual or team interview conferences. In addition, video interviewing saves the opportunity costs resulting from diverting HR staff from their primary responsibility of searching for and contacting good personnel. In-person interviewing is an expensive and time-consuming process. It will always have its place in the final evaluations of a strong candidate. However, on the introductory interview level, does your organization really need to incur the costs of so many in-person interviews? We believe that your organization already knows the answer to that question. The cost savings involved in video conferencing and interviewing are apparent. And as we said earlier, your IT people can easily do what we do if you choose to take on the costs of using IT time and salaries. And there is also the option of training your HR staff in the use of video collaboration software if the HR department can absorb the cost of extensive training and increased interview preparation time. But the reality is that video interviewing with IT staff or HR staff is not common practice because it hasn't proven to be cost-effective for many organizations. Coordinating and implementing a video conference is a labor-intensive process that also happens to use a great deal of technology. The frequent communication and flexibility that is required for scheduling, organizing, and implementing a video interview does not lend itself to simple technology or software solutions. And at the same time, the process requires the use of sophisticated web collaboration services. It is clear that real cost savings depends on the video interviewing process being less costly than current practice. This is where North Shore has an advantage due to our low overhead and focus. The real savings that HR Assist offers is due to our low fixed costs. We are specializing and focusing on this process. Video interviewing is one of our core competencies at North Shore. It is part of what we do best. You need an organization that is agile and professional that knows your company and the key people involved. That solution is North Shore Technologies with HR Assist. Let us demonstrate our core competencies in order that your HR department may accomplish theirs. Thank you for your attention.